Good morning, everybody. It is 7:17 in the a.m. and I am Pete Drexstrom from letpeteplan at gmail.com, an agent for Boardwalk Travel Agency, and we are going to talk about the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival presented by Corksicle 2023. This is not an advertisement for Corksicle or the Food and Wine Festival, but it's just a kind of a guide. There are menus out already. Again, it starts July 27th, which that's 13 days away, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks from yesterday. So on Thursday, July 27th, this will all kick off. Now, there are some that are going to be showing up a little later, and I'll tell you that when we go through them. Some will be coming on August 15th, and some will be coming what they call, say, later this fall. So, you know that. But most of them will be around on July 27th. And so if you want to be there on July 27th, or if you're planning on being there July 27th, you'll be able to enjoy or to taste your way around the world, so to speak. About a month ago, maybe, I gave you, I told you that some of the booths are already up. They were preparing for that. Now, that doesn't mean that you can go and eat there because they're empty, so to speak. I mean, there's probably things to help prepare the food and stuff, but there's no food there. There's no people going. There's no people inside the buildings yet. I saw something on one of my Facebook groups about somebody complaining about why is everything shut down at EPCOT. Well, the thing is, we're in that period of time where you ended one festival and you are getting ready to start a new festival. That's the way EPCOT is. You usually have a 2-week period between festivals that I'm not saying that EPCOT's not a place that you'd want to go visit during those times, but it's just not as festivally, I guess, for lack of a better term. But one thing is it kind of cuts down the crowd, and you get to enjoy some of the things that you would like to enjoy at EPCOT that are non-festivally. I don't know if festivally is a word. I maybe just created it, but okay. Let's go on. Kind of going to go through this pretty quickly. Of course, you're going to have India, which its booth is already there, but the food's not. Kenya, the Alps, Germany, of course. Germany will have a new low alcohol Riesling, which is it's a wine. They will also have a beer flight. Spain, they're going to have it looks like all their beverages are new. They're going to have a sangria flight. Flavors of America also going to have a beer flight, and they have 3 new food items that sound tempting. Greece, they have a new plant-based Impossible Moussaka, which is new, and they have a wine flight. The Tangerine Cafe flavors of Medina, which is in Morocco Pavilion. They have a couple of plant-based items on the menu, and then a couple of new ciders there, and they also have a hard cider flight. Belgium, a couple of new drinks, it looks like, a couple beers. They do have a beer flight also. Brazil, nothing new it looks like. Ireland, they're going to have something, a Guinness Bailey's coffee shake, which is not new, but if you like Guinness and you like Bailey's, sounds like a pretty good idea. Canada, of course, they're going to have the cheddar and bacon soup with a pretzel roll, and then the filet mignon. There's some other booths, and then you got Australia. Nothing new there. And there's this place called the Shimmering Zips, hosted by Corksicle. They have a plant-based guava cake with whipped cream and coconut, and they have a mimosa flight there. Coastal Eats, of course it's going to be crab and oysters, and then you have one new beverage offering, a place called Flavor by Fire, the Impossible Burger Slider, which is plant-based, a couple new things also. Fry Basket, they're having adobo yuca fries, which are plant-based. Also, they also have a fry flight, sea salt and malt vinegar fries, which is also plant-based. Pointing those out because some of you who are either vegan, have some allergies that you can't eat certain things, plant-based, and you just like a good plant-based offering. Also, one thing that I'm going to possibly try, and I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I'm going to try it probably. It's called pickle fries with dill ranch. Sounds really good. I don't know how it'll come out. And then one of my favorite places that I'll probably at least go into, because it's the reason why I'm wearing this shirt. You got Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and his trusty sidekick. Beaker will be at the Brewing Lab at the Odyssey, and it's just got a lot of new, all the drinks there are new. They have a beer flight and a cider flight. And then at Connections Cafe you have some things. Now we get to some of the things that are opening a little later, August 15th to be exact. Hawaii. Doesn't look like there's anything new coming to Hawaii. The Noodle Exchange. Looks like they have a couple of the beverages are, or both of the beverages are new to their menu. And then you have a plant-based tofu ramen, and then a new booth called the Char and Chop is coming later this fall. Wine and Wedge, which is also new, it's going to be opening later this fall. Of course, everything there is new because, yeah, well, it doesn't look like, okay. And then the Bubble and Brine, which is also new. It's going to be opening later this fall, and it looks like you're going to have pretty much wine and then the food items, you're going to have a shrimp cocktail, a crab claw cocktail, and caviar. Swirled Showcase, which is going to be opening later this fall. Looks like mainly desserts, which looks pretty good. Even the beverages, we have frozen apple pie, non-alcoholic, cinnamon apple cider, non-alcoholic. But the alcohol ones, a couple of them are served with vanilla soft serve. So that is where you might want to go and get your insulin shot. No. And then, of course, you got Mexico, France, Italy, China, Japan, and then a place called Funnel Cake, which looks like it has candied bacon funnel cake topped with vanilla ice cream. And then Joffrey's, which should not surprise you there. Joffrey's used to be the official coffee of Walt Disney World, or Disney in particular, before Starbucks took over. You still find Joffrey's at the parks, and usually have a Joffrey's store and a Starbucks store. I don't know what I think I prefer Joffrey's better. I'm not a big Starbucks fan. I'm not a Starbucks. I don't say that you shouldn't go to Starbucks, but I'm not a big fan, I guess. Now, if the EPCOT Food and Wine Festival presented by Corksicle is something that you might want to visit this later this fall, or even coming up, I can help you out no matter what, no matter how. Just contact me, from Pete Draxstrom from Let Pete Plan. Now, Let Pete Plan is one word, all lowercase, at gmail.com. And I'm an agent of Boardwalk Travel Agency, and my services are free. They're no extra cost to you. You're going to pay Disney no matter what, but it's pretty good that you have somebody who can help you plan and help you book and stay on the phone getting those reservations. However, when you talk food and you go to EPCOT during this time, you're probably just going to be traveling all the way around the world. Now, there are some great restaurants still to enjoy, but more than likely you're planning on going for food and wine. You're planning on eating the food and wine offerings, and it sounds very yummy. And here's wishing you a magical day. Goodbye.